Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Iduma, and in today's video I'll be trying out the mukbang. Yes! I've been seeing a lot of these videos and I truly love the concept of it, eating and talking at the same time. Although like I found out that the whole essence of a mukbang is just to like eat, but like who wants to do that? Like who wants to do that? So today I'll be having eba. I wash my hands. I'll be having eba with vegetable soup, and I'll be having a glass of tea. This is actually tea, but I put it in a wine glass just to feel all fancy. I'm sorry if my voice is raspy. I'm just recovering a little bit from hay fever, and I call it the cold, but it's actually hay fever. But I'm super pumped to be making a video despite being all raspy and just talking, because I do genuinely love talking and just like talking basically. But then this is raspberry tea. It does look like wine, but then that's the whole essence of being bougie. Fake it to be bougie. Like if you're very new to my YouTube channel, welcome. Do subscribe. But then if you're very old to my YouTube channel, you do know that I can't be fancy, like I can't be bougie even if I tried. I don't just know, like I'm a girl but I'm not a tomboy. I'm just like in between. Like it kind of shows, like even in the way I'm gonna eat this food, and the chicken here, like there's pomo, there's chicken. Too bad, like there's really, like I don't know how to show you this, but probably I should like stand up and like show you. Ooh, no, it's gonna spill. But just know I'm having like a delicious meal either way. Like I can't show you, but just know I'm having a delicious meal with chicken, but more like I'm going good. Soup makes sense. Hi. If you're Nigerian or you're not Nigerian, you know that eba is supposed to be swallowed. If you chew eba, like I said, I don't judge you, but like I don't know what else to tell you about. So I wanted to talk about this Christmas season that is upon us, and like the joy and celebration going around. Like people are super excited for this Christmas, and I'm super excited because people are super excited because last year was really late. Like West Africa was on fire. We were partying. Man, people were going broke because of the party. Even concerts were late. What? Like, we cannot deny it. We had a nice time last year. So to just have something close to last year will be mind-blowing considering everything that has happened in the world. We deserve it actually. So Thanksgiving was like within this week, like the last week of November. Like everybody like here in Nigeria just saying like happy Thanksgiving. I do understand like the concept of Thanksgiving, but it's so odd when Nigerians are wishing you happy Thanksgiving, because it's not like a holiday that we celebrate. Like we don't celebrate it, so it just sounds creepy when a Nigerian tells you happy Thanksgiving. But I do love what like the whole Thanksgiving stands for and everything about it. But from a Nigerian, it's so wrong. Like you didn't wish me happy New Year festival, you're wishing me happy Thanksgiving. Like we don't even celebrate that. It's so weird. But I'm glad that people are getting into the holiday season and truly excited. People's excitement for Christmas actually starts like from November, because like on social media now, even on YouTube, people are like, okay, maybe Westerners are like putting up like Christmas trees and all that. Like I don't even have a Christmas tree. Like Kole, what's that? In this Nigeria, I don't know, for maybe Nigerians have Christmas tree, but us, is it as artificial or it's nothing? Like we don't even decorate it. Like we had this big tree that actually grew to the point of being big, and we just decorated it and stayed for 10 years before it dawned on us it's time for us to take it down. So the Christmas decoration went up, started on 7th Christmas and stayed up. It's like probably August of 2017. So we don't do Christmas tree like that. I don't know about another person, but like in my own house, Christmas here in Nigeria, like I don't know, maybe because my house is so different, but like we are not that excited about Christmas. But like comment down below if it's your house too. But like we're not so like crazy about Christmas. The New Year gets us excited, but I actually don't know why. Like we don't even give gifts here in Nigeria. Like I think when you get to the age of 10, people actually stop giving you gifts, and it's not like people regularly give you gifts. It's just like, oh, they give you money. And you know that money, your parents are going to take that money and say, we'll buy you clothes, we'll do this for you. It's not like, you get African parents, they'll just take your money. So you can't really say you received that gift, because Technically, it wasn't given to you. It was given to your parents, but looked like it was given to you. You get it? Like once you're from 10 and above, they no longer give you gifts. Nobody dashes you money again. So you get into your 20s, it gets worse. So it doesn't get you're 16 and are still like giving you money. Hold on to it, man. Because the 20s are dangerous. Nobody even regards you again. It's a sad, sad story. And people even exchange gifts here. Like when I spent last year Christmas, like with my cousins in the UK, and like everybody was giving gifts, and me, I just came to the house with my presents. Because that's all Nigerians give you every time. Even for your birthday, they give you the gift of their presents. Everybody was just like gifting, and it was so good. Like I got all teary and stuff like that. It just made me realize that we don't really do much for Christmas. And people are just super pumped overseas about Christmas. And Christmas is not like, I don't find Christmas that interesting. I don't know, maybe because it's Christmas, but like my parents legit love the village. And like before even 20 anything, like 15th, 14th, 13th, my parents are like packing us back from Abuja to go down to the village. Like, why do African parents like the village this much? Like, my parents are always in the village, like always in the village. And when it comes to Christmas time, they want you to be there too. And the thing is this, I don't really have a lot of friends. Well, not me never say a lot of friends. I don't have friends in the village. I have cousins, yes, but I don't have friends in the village. And I don't even have friends in Abuja. My friends are in Lagos. Unfortunately for me, my friends are Yoruba, so they stay in Lagos. So it's unfortunate. So I don't spend like Christmas with my friends or something like that. And I don't really have friends in the east to like Enugu or something like that. Like, and then again too, who even lets you come out to Enugu? Like, when you're in Afikpo, like you're dead. That's the name of my village. So I don't get the buzz. Like, I don't get the excitement. Obviously, I get the excitement for them, but I don't get why they get all excited for us to get all excited for them to be in the village and they pack all of us like that. And like, it's been like this since like we were little. Like, when we moved from the village to like the city, like the town, like Ebonyi State, we moved from Afikpo to the capital. We were always going back to the village, like every weekend. We were always going back to the village. We were those people that on Friday like this, you see our boots filled with yam, filled with rice, filled with bobo, like stuff, and we're going back to the village. And like, it's so stressful, but my parents don't even mind the stress. They must go back to that village. And then Monday like this, they're rushing all of us to go home and to go back to school on Monday and try to go back early. And like, it's like an hour drive from, like, our village is like an hour drive from the city. So it's like a lot, like it's a lot on them, a lot on their resources, but they don't even mind it. And I'm just like, what is the fascination of this village? And then when people from abroad come back or are talking to you, you're like, oh my god, my village is so lit, my village is this, I love being in the village. Let me tell you something. If you're abroad and you ever stayed it there, it's because you don't live in the village. If you've lived in that village long enough, like you spent 7 days, maximum 2 weeks in the village, and you think you love that village. I lived in the village, like I've lived in that village. And let me tell you, if you stay in that village for too long, you lose your mind, like you lose your senses. And let me tell you, the village is not like, what is the, like, oh my god, we went to the stream. If you live in that village, it gets to the point you're tired of even going to the stream. And then there they go to the stream as tourists. You get like, they don't go to like fetch water. Even though they fetch water like once or twice. You get like, it's not something they do every single day. So we get the appeal to them, but like we're looking at ourselves like all that are from there, like we live inside them, and like what's making them happy like this? It can't be this our suffering, like what's going on here? And even like small things really excite people when they come from like abroad down here, and to us we're just like, oh my god, life is boring. But then to them everything is so exciting. Like people that come from abroad back to the village, it pisses me off that they're happy small, because you're just like, I can't be happy with you. Like I really want to be happy with you, but I can't see why you're happy. You get? And it's a problem. It's a problem. Christmas wasn't just exciting because once you come back to the village, like my parents want us to like live as a unit when we're in the village, like, and then we've grown up being as a unit, and they want to continually make us as a unit. So like we grew up like sharing one room, like 5 of us in one room, and like when we want to eat, we eat from one plate. Like they put you plates, so 5 of us will sit down in their cousins around, everybody to sit down on the ground. That's why we never owned a dining table. Until this day, we don't own a dining table, but things are about to change. Hopefully next year we'll own a dining table, but we've never actually owned it. Like, when I did say owned it, because like at Bakliki we did have a dining table, but it ended up being a table where we only do homework. Nobody ate on that table. Like, it was just almost like a waste, because there's the ground, there's the kitchen ground, there's the corridor ground. Like, why are we stressing these children? Literally. So when I come back to the village, it's different. Like the unit is different. But now they want us and them, like parents and children, to be a unit. So they make us eat from like the same plates with them. And then the thing is this: these are your parents, and you're eating with your parents, and like something like Eba. I'm sure some of you are like disgusted by the way I'm eating this Eba. It's not your fault. I too would be disgusted if I saw this video. I'm about to cringe while editing this video. Trust me, I will cringe, but I'll upload it. And when I was saying about my family, like 7 of us then eat from a table when we're in the village. So like they will put like a stool like this and like sit like this, and then 5 of us will now like spread across them, and then we're eating from the same plate. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that because they're our parents, you don't know if you're to take meat or not to take meat. If they stock fish, you don't know if you should take stockfish. If it's to offend my daddy, because my daddy likes stockfish, so you're like, maybe I should take pomo, but you're like, my mother likes pomo. If I take you, I might disrespectful. So at the end of the day, you don't eat any meat. And then because it's them, like obviously the 5 of us are used to ourselves, so we don't mind biting ourselves for food or meat. Like again. But with them, it's so awkward. When you're not even taking soup, you don't even take like a vegetable, you don't dig in, you just tap the soup. Once you just see any juice, you're like, oh, thank God. You put it in your mouth. Whereas when it was like the 5 of us, the people are already accustomed to you pack it, highest thing, my brother will shout at you. Or you just see like, my God, abacha was like gold to us. Because growing up, my mother never made abacha like all the time, like how she makes it like now that we're a lot older. So abacha was like once in a while something. And when we're eating it, and we're eating it like on our own like this, so it's like in a big plate like this, and she just pours it sometimes in the pot. 5 of us will now be struggling. And like the way my brother and like my middle sister, they do it, like they obviously know that everything is going to be rushed. So like they're eating, they put in their mouth, they're putting in their hand, they're putting in their plate, like oh my God, it's almost like you're struggling to just eat food. And honestly speaking, I appreciate that experience, because that experience helped me survive a secondary school. Like, regardless of the fact that sometimes I couldn't get food, because secondary school, boarding school is the survival of the fittest. If you are a graduate of Providence High School, Enugu, you obviously know we came from the hood. That place was the ghetto. Trust me, I don't even care if you say Providence is Botte. That place is the hood. That is the ghetto. Period. You can't change my mind. And then because the food is so scarce and the demand is so high, the competition for the food is so much. Like the way we do it there, people even injure. Like there are injuries. And then when people come from like abroad to my secondary school, like you know these people that my parents ship them back to Africa, quote unquote, and they end up in Enugu and they end up in Providence. At first they're like, oh my God, it's so brutal. Before you know it, like that's like one of my bunkmates. I truly respect this girl. When she came new, that's a new student and you don't do know but because you came from like Jant now, you do know but for where this my girl, my bunkie, she didn't even care. She would just be struggling with us. She'd just be looking at her like, didn't they feed you in America? What's going on here? You shouldn't be eating this disgusting food with us. There are maggots inside this thing. Let us eat the maggots. You just be seeing her and oh my God, like I loved her for it. Like I respect her for it. Like you know when you just calm down and you calm down, like you truly calm down and you are like literally that girl is one of us. Like you can't tell her anything. Like I've seen this girl, you know, you're struggling and people like on top of each other, on top of each other. I've seen her bring down a whole tower of people just to get her own portion of moi. That girl is a hustler, man. And that's the kind of struggle like I used to go on in our secondary school. You know those videos of palliative, like people struggling for palliative? Imagine that, but kind of with children. Because we were literally like children struggling for food. And it was like, when you look back on secondary school, like, all you remember is like struggling for food, being in food groups, like, it literally like shaped my mind on how I view conflict and how I even view like society and, you know, survival and stuff like that. Like what makes people go into conflict and what makes people like join into groups and association. Like Providence High School taught me a lot about politics, about society. Like I've been changed. And you know how people join groups or like gangs just because, oh, you know, a particular member of that group has like links to like maybe the person's school friend has a friend that is a dining hall prefect that can get the food, so you have to join the group of that girl so that the girl will link you to that group where you can get food. Like it happens in politics and it happens in society. Like that's literally what it is. And my god, that school did a number on me. How did we even get to Providence? But coming back to my parents, like they really enjoy like eating together with us, and I truly appreciate that. But as children, you come out of the table and you're just hungry, and then my mother was like, "How can you be hungry? Quick, I quit it when you're bloody." And then the truth is, the plate actually finished, but even finished, like everything finished, but we're still hungry. That's because you did not eat what you wanted to eat. Like the chicken that was there, you could not eat it. The tomato that was there, you could not eat it. Like not because you could not, it's just that you're afraid of what will happen. Like sometimes you even put the what they call it, the stockfish inside the eba, then cover it with soup and then put it in your mouth. And then when I'm swallowing the eba, you start chewing it. But I'm like, you know, she not call maybe one of us. I didn't know it's you chew Gary, because my mother like she pays attention and she really wants to know what and what you like and you don't like. So that I don't know, like she just listens and pays attention. And when she not be asking you like, I didn't know you chew eba, don't be like, I started now. But you're like, sometimes you get. Well, man, growing up was the hood, was the ghetto. But like now that we're a lot older, like some of us, we still share rooms, but I can't even imagine having my own room, because I have shared a room with my sister like all my life. It started with sharing the room with all of them, like the four of them. So like sharing the room with one of them, and sharing a bunk with like one of them, sharing a bed with like one of them. That bunk situation, like my parents needed to take out that bunk because my last born, that girl was plucking the nose out of my head, out of my nose, I mean, because she couldn't sleep well, like as a child, like 3, 5, that kind of thing. Like she couldn't just lie down well. And when she laid down with you, like you wake up in the morning with bruises, and she wonders why I beat her now. It's because that girl beat me shitless growing up. Like she beat me to the bone growing up. So I need to do that girl some payback, and she doesn't understand it. Like I went through some torture, like emotional challenges sleeping with that girl. You wake up, you cannot breathe, and you just look down, you just see her fingers in your nose. You're like, God, do I beat a 3-year-old? Do I? And you're just like, okay, let me calm down. Well, I'm excited for this Christmas, but like every Christmas is so boring. Like because you've literally been everywhere in the village, so nothing really interests you again. Where haven't you gone to? Like, is it Pinob? Is it the beach? Is it the beach you have not gone to? Like where in Africa would you say you haven't gone to? Because like my village is so small. Not like so small, like it's small in the way like everybody knows everywhere, and like you know all the happening joints, and you even know like the ones that will close down even before you get to the village. Like man, so like now It's just like, what else is there to do? And I did my nursery school in the village, but I truly cannot remember anybody I did nursery school with. And then some people even see me like, oh my god, who go? We went to primary school together. I just got the like, oh, she just be like, now really? It's Nigerian now really. You get like, when did we do this? When did this occur? And they will tell you, I'm not in a class, and like we're in the same class. I just to be like, I can't remember nursery school. It's a blur. Because after nursery school, we went to like Hope High. That was like the capital of our state. And then from there, I went to Enugu. And you know, Enugu was the ghetto. But I think secondary school was like the best time of my life. At the same time, it was the worst time of my life because man, girls are evil. Girls are wicked, legit. Because those seniors in my secondary school, those people were witches in human being form. Comment down below if you had a witch in your secondary school, especially if you're a brother. You know what I'm talking about. Modern school was rough, man. It was rough. But like, at the same time, too, that there are bullies and seniors are bullying you and your mates are even bullying you. Ha. If you're ever watching this and you're about to enter secondary school, better open your eyes, though. Don't be letting people like push you over. I'll tell the senior, I don't want to go and buy you something. And the senior will be like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No. I'll just be like, I said I don't want to do it. Actually, my head was hot in just one, just two. After a while, I was like, all these things, all this colliding, clashing, I've overgrown this. I just died down and just stayed on the DL. Like, you don't see me, I don't see you, that kind of vibe. But in just one, hey, my head was hot too. It was bloody out there on the streets. I don't even want to say I was criminal, but I'll tell you I don't want to go for an errand and you literally force me to. You will see that item, whenever will you see your money, I'll go to the canteen, I'll buy that thing you say I should buy, but I'll eat it. Catch me now, catch me. Try it, catch me. Both your items, your money, I've gone. You now be looking around in school assembly. Where have you seen that Ugo girl? She short like this, dark like that. Because I was like a midget. And then there were like two of us that were short. And we looked at like both of us are dark. I really gave that girl a tough time. So you should just be an assembly girl and just turn her. And they're like, it's not how. Or sometimes they even like literally punish her. She don't be there shouting, I'm not Ugo, I'm not Iduma, I swear. Look at my name is this. Just be like, girl, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here, I fled. So, better stand your ground out there. After a while, after you show somebody once, twice, your gist will go around. Next time when they see you and you say you're not going, they'll be like, okay, don't go. Because even them, they don't have energy for stress. The same way you don't have energy to do work. But even though these seniors, look, I'm not saying like be evil or still, but like you can't be letting people push you over. That's what. The worst are like your mates. Like when seniors do it, like not like it's justifiable, but I can get how a maybe 10-year-old cannot stand up to like a 16-year-old, like again, but to your own mate, I catch you there. I catch you there as you're talking your nonsense, I'm talking my own nonsense. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like, I know I was quiet, but people knew they could not just try me in secondary school. Like, I had that vibe, like, don't try me. Because I naturally have like this resting face, like, don't play with me, like, don't try it. Don't you try it. I never smiled. I never, you don't see me laughing. It's not like it's a good thing, but like, it was like all this, don't try me. I'm in the mafia, don't try me. That kind of vibe, that's how I carried it. And in secondary school, well, even if you're fine or ugly, you're not exempted from the wickedness of seniors. So your fineness dies the day you cross the gate. Your ugliness dies the day you enter the gate too. Everybody is equally punished and suffering. So don't say anything. Some do better because they have school friends and stuff like that, but if you're like me that never had any, my God, you better protect yourself. You better come loaded like good canvas for running and escaping, you know, good slippers that don't tear for running and escaping, a sharp mouth that gives them back, and learn how to like bend in case they're slapping you, bend, and have good like stamina for cane. Like when they're beating you, you're like audacious. But like sometimes just shikwa, just as if you're crying, just so that they will forgive you. I'm doing audition, they'll be finishing you there. Be wise. Be wise. Be wise. I'm enjoying myself. It's because I'm on this camera, and then this chicken is not like Obodo Ibo chicken that is soft. This is layer, hard chicken. The chicken that when you eat like this, it follows you like you get. That kind of chicken. And I don't want to like, I still want to be bougie on camera, you get. Although like I know I'm no longer bougie. Like I'm gonna cringe while watching this. But I want to save people the horror story, So cheers, man. Cheers. I love eating with my hands. God, I want to even say, in secondary school, like no matter how much principal kept on saying, oh my God, your fork goes here, your knife goes here, I could not hear that for a minute. I love eating with my hand. You eat your rice and beans with your hand, your spaghetti with your hand, everything with your hand. Everything was just sweeter with your hand, because secondary school food overall was nonsense. But once it's eaten with your hand, it just feels right. It just feels right, especially that disgusting egusi soup. That soup was disgusting. Eating with fork and knife just looked as if you're eating toilet paper mixed with dustbin, you get? And I don't know, eating with hand was just a bliss. When they say, I hope you have marital bliss, that is what I hope every time I'm eating with my hands. And that is why I can't eat chicken or meat in public with fork and knife, because I just used to be angry. Like I'm just like, why can't I just pick it with my hand? But after a while, like when you enter like your 20s, you kind of still want to be butted. But like when you hit like 21, 22, you're like, man, I cannot be suffering like this. So let me crack this bone in public, because it's my money. Because you're starting making money now. So when you go out in public and you're like leaving carcasses away, you're just like, it's my money, I can't do this. You even tell them, please pack this. If you feel that ashamed, you're like, please, can you pack this takeaway? When I get home, I won't buckle, I'll sit on the ground and I will tear it open. But to waste it, I'm never going to do that. No. Oh wow. I don't even know. Do men even do shakara like when they go out like on dates, like you won't eat your chicken whole? I don't know. I feel like if I was a man, I would never do that. Not because as a woman, I never did that, so it makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. Comment down below all your secondary school horror stories. Like, who was that senior that gave you like the beat down of your life? Because I've never had like a senior that really beat me, don't be stupid though. But I've had seniors that have punished me. Like in front of the school gutter was my friend. Like I cleaned that place morning, afternoon and night. I was that girl. He had sweeping in the middle of the night. I'm that junior that kept on doing that, My God, I had a rough just two, because being a rebel is not easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a full-time job, and it comes with its own territory. Let me tell you. Oh God. But if you're out of secondary school, leave her name even down there below, because she cannot come and beat us now. She come and beat us now father's house. No. If she's shouting down there, she's shouting on her own. Yeah, she is. But thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment down below. Like the video. The like button really helps my channel grow and just boost my engagement and lets YouTube know that this is an entertaining channel, an entertaining video. And subscribe if you aren't subscribed. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe it, because we just started the year with I think maybe 700 subscribers, and just to see my subscriber count like double the number and almost triple the number, super stoked, super excited. I know I always say super, but I really am super stoked and super excited, and I'm just sitting down thinking, okay, how can I really serve every single person on this platform and every single person that comes back to watch? Because you guys have been enjoying my videos. I can see it with like with the watch time, like the retention hours. People are watching my videos for like 12 hours straight, and it's not like scary, but I'm just like, whoa, whoa. I keep watching the video, I'm like, why? But I'm like, I'm super glad you guys are enjoying it, because I do want my videos to be filled with information, but at the same time too, like, enjoyable and just light, because I am very light-hearted, and I want my channel to reflect both my serious side and, you know, my playful side, because I'm 70% playful but like 30% business, and I want to show that on my channel, like who I am truly. And I'm excited. I'm thankful that I'm myself, and people are blessed by just watching me be myself. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I don't want to say I don't deserve this, but I put out videos consistently, and I feel like I do work hard enough, like on the YouTube channel, but at the same time, so I know people that work twice as hard as me or even more than me that are not really growing. And it's not about the effort I put in it, it's just simply by the grace of God. I feel super blessed to have each and every one of you, and thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Well, until my next video, cheers and salute. But I'm going to finish the drink with you guys and close up the video. I swear this thing couldn't have been alcohol, because I couldn't have taken it down like this easily. Salute. Cheers.